Okay, Sister Shivani, Om Shanti.
Sandy,
Good morning.
good morning.
This is Jabin from Jakarta. Nice to see you
We
again.
same here.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us on India Club platform. And I would
Thank
like
you.
to first of all thank you for giving us this opportunity. Sister, you don't need any introduction, but I will just give a little background about you to our audience who are live with us today. Sister Shivani started her journey with the TV series titled Awakening with Brahma Kumaris, which she shared on various topics. And then she traveled the world to impart the knowledge that she has attained. And lately, she has been awarded for the Nari Shakti Award by the President of India, which is to empower women. Congratulations for this, sister. Sister, I would like to share with you a little bit about India Club Jakarta. They are a not-profit organization which have about 400 over members, and they are always organizing a lot of cultural events and do a lot of social work. We have a lot of Indians living in Jakarta, which are mostly members of India Club too, and they are business people, professionals. And like all of us around the world right now, most of us are under house arrest or you can say voluntary lockdown. And all of us have the same worries that what is going to happen? How is this going to end? When will this end? But, sister, I would like to know first, how are you dealing and coping with this?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
We're all where we are. We do not step out of our houses. In India, it's not a voluntary lockdown.
Yes.
It's a government decision, which is very, very beneficial for the whole country. And really, we're seeing amazing results because of the efforts put in here. And so we are all at home and we are with our daily practice of meditation and spiritual study and doing the housework, which we haven't done since a very long time, but now we are doing it all on our own daily. And of course, we're doing Seva, which is through all the platforms available. But daily discipline of self study, spiritual study, and meditation keeps everyone very energized emotionally. And so that keeps you emotionally independent, which means untouched by situations and behaviors of people. So, really, a practice which had been done since so many years for all of us is really proving to us that yes, you can remain calm in any crisis because the situation cannot affect your mind. It may be a crisis outside, which it is, but it cannot create chaos inside the mind because the mind is independent of situations.
Yes, yes, sister. That's very good what you said. That was my next question actually, that at this time of distress, how do we de-stress ourselves?
First of all, we should not call it a time of distress. Every
Okay.
word that we will use will influence the mind, the energy of the house, the energy of the family. We need to remember that we are going through a global vibration of fear and anxiety. It's not just a city or a country, it's a global vibration of fear and anxiety. And this is going to influence people's minds. So we have to be very careful that all of us take responsibility to create high vibration thoughts and high vibration words. Because even if we just take care of that much, that what we think and what we speak is a high energy vocabulary, we would be raising the vibration of our country and the globe. And that's going to empower many, many minds. That's going to improve the immunity system of many, many people, and that will purify the environment. So, that is one aspect which we all need to take care of.
So what I understand is even an individual of having these empowering thoughts, just one individual can make a difference to the entire world. Sister?
I could not hear you. I could not hear you because the network.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will repeat myself again. What I understand from
Sure.
what you just shared with us is that one individual having an empowering thought, just one, each one of us, if each one of us practices having empowering thoughts, will help the world.
It will because every mind will affect other minds. So it's a ripple effect. You
Okay.
know, it's like take it in the family. If it's a family of four, if all four are creating anxiety, then it's going to escalate the anxiety on everyone's mind. Because
Yes.
one is your own anxiety and one is the anxiety of the other three people you're living with. But if one out of four changes their ways of thinking and creates peace and calm and stability, it will start influencing the other three because you're at a higher vibration and
Hmm.
a higher vibration will radiate to a lower vibration.
Hmm.
So, and we've all noticed that whenever there's a situation at work or home, if one person is calm and stable, it has an impact on the others there. But if everybody goes out of control, then the situation goes out of control. So we need one. It all has to begin with one. So one in every house will have an effect on the other two or three. Then the other two or three will shift towards a higher vibration. And this is a ripple effect, then that will radiate globally.
Okay. Okay. That's so nice. The way you explained it was so clear and so good.
It's
Sister.
very, very important because mental health of people is getting affected right now. Emotional health is getting affected
Yes.
because their own fear and anxiety, insecurity of the future, and also influenced by the vibrations around them. So, just being at home, we don't have to do anything regarding the virus because that's the role of our administrators and healthcare
Yes.
workers. But at least we can do this much. This is our moral responsibility towards facing this crisis for the world that we take care of only our thoughts and words. It's not too much to ask for. We just have to do that much.
Yes.
It
But
will protect us, our family, and impact the world.
yeah, but we always try to stay positive and think about the good things. But somehow we begin our day very well. We start our day with having positive thoughts. But the slightest message or a call or some information that we get just brings us right down rock bottom. How do we maintain that,
Right?
sister?
We need to protect ourselves from consuming too much of information from the world. You
Mm,
know, this we have to protect this world, to protect this world, and to create another quality of thought in this world. I have to reduce what I'm consuming from the outside world because whatever we will consume will then get accumulated in the inside world, which means what I'm watching, reading, listening. So if I keep on consuming content from media and social media and it's all cluttered here, then that will be the quality of our thoughts and emotions. And that's why restrict, be very, very strict what you are consuming from the world right now. It does not need more than 5 minutes in a day to just update yourself with what is happening in the world, and that to only read it. Reading has the least impact. You know,
mm,
if you watch it,
mm-hmm,
if you listen to it,
mm-hmm.
then the same information is coming with a lot of emotions attached to it also. You know,
Okay.
you're seeing the visual. So the visual impact, the audio impact is way higher than a print reading impact in terms of emotions. So if you just read the information just to update yourself, only read and read only in 5 minutes, not
Mm,
read many times in a day. So just read it in 5 minutes, update yourself. You're going to protect yourself largely. Because if anybody keeps consuming what has happened in the last 1 or 2 months, because it was something new and we didn't know about it, we were just sending the same messages to each other, everybody. Intention was very pure. We want to send good messages to people. We wanted to, tell them what we knew about it. We want to share. But what happened was every mind was only flooded with information of virus. We were not thinking, talking anything else. So then obviously that's what is accumulated here. Now we know everything about it. We know how to take care, and we're all taking care. So it's time to shift yourself from that information. So restrict what we are watching, reading, listening as far as the virus is concerned, and also what other content we are consuming.
Mm.
Because we are at home, most of us are spending a lot of time with television, phones, social media, digital content. And if that is of a lower vibration quality, which means it's got crime, it's got violence, it's got all hatred and jealousy and those kind of content, then that is not good for the mind right now. It's never good for the mind, but right now we're already at a lower state, so it's not good for our mind at all.
All the more,
And
yeah.
replace that with very pure positive content. If you just flood your mind with positive content many, many times during the day and let that vibrate even in your house, people's minds are going to change. And when the mind will change, the body will be healthy. And when both of them are stable, we can overcome any crisis.
Sister, it reminds me that when we do the Brahma Kumari's 7 day course, we are taught that by doing meditation, we attain powers. And right now, in my opinion, the power to judge and the power to decide is most applicable. Would you like to highlight a little bit on that?
To be able to discern what is right or wrong, and then to be able to take a decision, whether it's for the government, whether it's for a business leader, whether it's for an elder of a family, that what is right for them. To be able to discern right and decide right, we need a very calm mind.
Hmm.
We need a very, very calm mind. Even our healers right now, because they do not have complete information about the cure of how to handle this virus, they have to use a lot of their intuitive powers along with science. To feel it intuitively that what I need to give to this particular patient, because you don't have trials and tested ways of treating. So everyone's doing their best, everyone's sharing the information with other countries, but yet every case would be different and everyone how it's being handled will be different. So you require a lot of intuitive power right now. Even business leaders, how to take it forward from here, how to take care of their people, what decision to take about how to go next will require intuitive leadership. Logical leadership might not work because what we feel would be logically right for the next 2 months, 6 months, 1 year may not turn out to be right. Maybe, may not. But if we use our intuition, then our decisions will be right. So, meditation, connection with the highest power, surrender your intellect, talk to God every morning in your meditation, share with God your issues because everyone's issue will be different depending on their roles and responsibilities. And then talk to God and take that answer. Ask Him to help. When nothing else is working, at least now start asking Him. We
Yes.
always try and do everything on our own. But right now is really the time that ask, talk, sit, have a conversation. It's a one on one personal conversation. Sit and talk about everything about your life and work and surrender and say, you guide me. What is the right thing that I need to do? And you will get beautiful messages, and those will turn out to be right because connection with the Supreme and your intuition power, calm mind, decision will be accurate.
Sister, I really am touched with all the points that you gave just now of being in connection with God and how we need to be having a stable mind at this time. I would like to talk about more about God. There are a lot of people who feel that only God can take us out of this situation. Is it right to think that way?
It's not about God taking us out of this situation. It's about reconnecting with God, energizing ourselves, taking the right directions and decisions, and then solving the situation where we are. You can't just sit and tell God, please do something, please sort it all out, please find a cure, please, get everything back to normal. It doesn't work like that. It's our karma. We have to do the karma. So, but to do the karma, we take the guidance and the power from there and then come into practical life, do the karma, and solve the crisis.
I have been having these conversations with different kinds of people of late since this pandemic started. And there are different kinds of people who, with different kinds of thinking. Some say, like I said to you earlier, that only God can take us out of this. There are another set of people who say, oh, my God will not let this happen to me. I have so much faith in God that this will not affect me. So, what happens is they tend to take this whole pandemic very lightly. So, what do you have to
Having
say?
faith in God,
Yes.
having faith in God, having feeling that protection around you, having full confidence that nothing can happen to you is a very beautiful thought, because this will keep you, because it's true, because it's your relationship with God, it will keep you very calm, very positive, absolutely fearless, but at the same time taking care of what needs to be done. So,
Mm,
faith does not mean we become careless. So, we're going to take care of everything that we need to do outside, but with faith, we are fearless. So,
mm,
faith will keep this very strong, but to take care outside whatever we are told to do physically, that's something we need to do. Faith cannot make us careless, then
mm.
that will not work right for us. So, faith will make us fearless, but taking care of everything is our moral responsibility.
Yeah. Faith, talking about faith, sister, is another very interesting topic that you especially have worked with a lot of different people from different backgrounds. So, yes, faith in God is something that you have explained it very well, but also faith in people and sometimes faith in circumstances. How do we have that faith in people, especially right now in this time of chaos?
To be able to do that, only the mind will have to first be calm. If the mind is agitated, troubled, then the power to understand people, to understand their perspective, to be able to accept what they are saying and doing, that tolerance power will be very low. It's a battery here.
Yeah.
If it's charged, it will be able to accept everybody, understand everybody, work with every kind of behavior and personality. But if this is depleted, then it needs the world to be its way. So then we will not be able to have faith in people unless they are doing exactly what we want them to do or what we believe is right. So it a lot depends on your relationship with the self. If
Mm,
our relationship with ourselves and with God is very strong, we energize ourselves on a daily basis, then this emotional health is perfect. That automatically reflects into relationships with people.
today,
So
sister,
self care creates beautiful relationships.
Today, sister, although I've been practicing meditation since quite some time, but I find also sometimes it's a challenge to do meditation because meditation is basically like a link or a connection that we are trying to forge. And that link or connection is not happening right now as how it would in the past when I sit in meditation.
So just restrict yourself from other information for some time. The
Hmm,
mind is too cluttered with too much information.
that's true.
So that keeps on processing inside. So when that is processing inside, the line is not clear for a higher connection. So that's why, because last 1 month we've consumed too much information of a low vibration. It's
Uh,
the truth. It's a crisis. We want to know about it. But it's not a very beautiful situation that we go on consuming content about it. It's all a low vibration, whether it's talking about the disease, the impact of that disease, it's talking about death, it's talking about economy of the country. Everything is a low vibration content. And it's like having a toxic diet for 1 month.
mm, that's a good
So
example.
if for 1 month, yeah, if for 1 month I keep eating the toxic diet, a negative diet, it will definitely have an impact because it's not been a day or 2 days, it's been more than a month. more than a month actually. So just detoxify, which means stay away from information for some time. And most important, flood yourself from an opposite quality content. So flood yourself with content of faith and surrender and positivity, health, perfect, beautiful world. Just keep putting that inside. When this will be silent, then we will be able to connect up there.
Sister, is there an underlying message that this pandemic is bringing, but we are still not able to decode it or understand it?
I personally feel it's only giving a message that we need to take charge of our lives. For the last 2 or 3 decades, we've been literally running. Sorry, we
Yes.
were not at a normal pace, so we've been literally running and we've been making work our priority. We said we didn't have time for our own self, for our body, for our relationships. So work, which was a part of life, had suddenly become life. Everything is
Yes.
around work.
Yes.
So if you say to somebody, meditate for 30 minutes in the day, they say no time. Exercise, okay, when I will find time. We all were guilty that we're not spending enough time with children and with family because work was taking up all the time. Work is important, but we need to remember work is a part of life. Work is not life, it's a part of life.
Mm,
So it's mind, body, family, and work, four parts of our life. But if we ignored the first three and said work, 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 right from early morning when I wake up, I first look at my work emails. Till I go to sleep, I'm again connected to emails and messages of work. Then work has overpowered my life. And so the learning from this is that mind and body need to be healthy. If these two are fine, we will face any situation in our life. And so, what we need to take back when we go to normal life, first we begin now, but when we go to normal life, is keep an hour for ourselves every morning, not as an option, not when we find time, but as a lifestyle. That this 1 hour every morning is my fixed time for my emotional charging, for my spiritual study, for my meditation, so that I am my best self here always, emotionally independent of situations and people. So if we do it now when we are in this lockdown, and we have the liberty of changing our lifestyle, changing our sleeping habit, waking up habits. So let's do it right now. And when we get back to normal working, the system would have reset. It's going to be like a reset of a system. It's like
mm,
when everything hangs on the computer, just do control, alt, delete, and reset. So,
yes.
this is the time to reset our life. And when we get back to normal working, we would be with a different lifestyle. So, we would be early to bed, early to rise, begin every morning with study and meditation, eating right, eating sattvic food, vegetarian food. So, literally, all spiritual principles we would be able to integrate into our life if we practice it right now when we are at home.
Okay. Thank you, sister. That is wonderful. And also, I would like to ask you, many women and also modern men are responsible for the care of their home and their family members, like cooking, like what you said very correctly just now, cooking and well-being, etc. We need to have tolerance because right now the family is together 24/7, and women need a lot of tolerance, humility, flexibility. What can you share to boost the spirits and give them some motivation at this time?
That's again is going to come back to energizing yourself every morning. If you get up and just get into activity, it's like you want to use your phone without charging the phone. A
Mm,
phone can do so much for us today. A phone is for communication, a phone is for emails, a phone is for camera, a phone is for movies, a phone is for music, phone is for online shopping. A phone can do everything, but only when it's charged.
yes.
The same phone not charged is just a box. It can do nothing. So, that's how important that charging is. So, similarly, the human mind, it can create beautiful feelings, it can create a perfectly healthy body, it can create beautiful relationships, it can create a great world if this is charged. And if this is not charged, then it's creating depression here, disease in the body, divorce in our relationships,
Hmm.
conflict in our relationships, and we know what's happening in the world. So
Yes.
if we charge this mind daily, we can create happiness, we can create health, we can create harmony, and we can create heaven on earth. That's the power if we charge our mind every day. So just take the example of the phone, and how much ever you want to use it, you will still have to give it time to charge. Similarly, for the mind, for the soul, we need to charge it daily.
So maybe not only in the morning, during the day, we just need to charge again and again as we feel
Yeah.
that we are depleting. Yeah. Because,
Right now, yes,
yeah,
yes. Because right now we have the time, the flexibility to do it. Right now we are in a more emotionally depleted environment collectively outside. So right now it's like, you know, if you use the phone too often, then you cannot charge it only once in a day.
right.
So then we charge it multiple times in the day. Most of us carry our power banks with us. So because we need to charge it many times in the day, because gone is the time where charging once in the morning would have us be able to use the phone till we reached home late evening. So that's not happening right now. So the time has changed. So similarly, right now the vibration has changed. So just the morning, if it's not enough for you, then keep on revising it during the day. Take your pause, connect again, has to be done at least once midday, then once late in the evening. And at the Brahma Kumaris we have a very beautiful system called traffic control, where we
Yes.
pause for a minute every hour. That 1 minute every hour also is amazing experience for the soul power. 1 minute every hour, pause, check what's going on, change, and consciously create a right thought what you have decided to do.
Yeah, sister, the example of you giving just now that of the phone and the phone battery needs to be charged, and especially like you said, the power bank that we need. So just like a power bank, so when we are charged, which is the power bank is also needs to be charged to be able to charge
Right.
the phone. So me, especially
Absolutely.
like for example, I'm a mother and my children are away, far away, they are abroad right now. And when sometimes I'm positive, I think, okay, they are good. They're there at home with my aunt who's taking very good care of them. They are in good hands. But at the same time, I feel sometimes there is one thought, just one thought that comes that just tests my resilience at that time. What
So
should I
at that
do?
time itself, when you create those thoughts at that time, you just need to pause and sit that time for 2 minutes in meditation and consciously change your thought. They are safe, they are protected. God's blessing is a protection shield for them. I cannot protect them. It's His energy which will protect them right now. So for me to feel, oh, they should have been at home with me, they would have been better or safer, is a thought of attachment and ego.
Ah,
Every soul has come with their destiny. Have faith in their destiny and radiate only blessings to them. That God's taking care of you, you're protected and safe where you are. That's the best for you. Because where they are is the best for them right now.
yes.
We feel if they would have been with us, it would have been better, but not necessary.
Yeah, yeah.
Not necessary. So their destiny is going to keep them safe by keeping them where they are meant to be right now.
Sister, I like the saying in Hindi that is Khushi jaisa khorak nahi. There is no nourishment as happiness. And one of
Right.
your books that you have written, Happiness Unlimited, has personally played a major role in my life. I really enjoy that, and especially at this time, I tend to take a point or two from that. Happiness makes us feel light, and I think that is what we need at this time. What
Very
do
true.
you have to share on happiness?
Happiness is when we will energize ourselves daily and create the right thought in every situation. Stress is our wrong thought, happiness is the right thought. Fear is our wrong thought, faith is our right thought. Expectation is a wrong thought, acceptance is a right thought. Anger is a wrong thought. Patience is a right thought. So when we are creating the right thoughts, we're going to be happy. We don't need anything to happen for us to be happy. We just need to be creating the right thoughts always in every situation to be happy. So we could be very happy right now, sitting at home in the lockdown, for nothing working for us outside. But if we're creating the right thoughts, we could be very happy, probably happier than what we've been before.
Before, yes. Sister, this is another question that has come in because we have a lot of questions that have been sent to us, some from members and some from just the general public. Um, there will be a change or a transformation, maybe is the right word here, after this virus is in control. People will start to go out and do their daily duties, and probably wearing a mask or sanitizing will be a part of their daily routine and daily
Right.
attire. So sometimes when we go out in the future, there will be a person who coughs or sneezes, and the reaction that will be there from the people around that person, they might just not react in an appropriate manner. So, what awareness do we create from now to be able to adapt to that?
If we keep a very positive mind now, then we will be prepared to come out as the best version of ourselves when we start interacting with people. So, if suppose I cough or I sneeze and somebody around me reacts, and that's a very involuntary, it's just a reaction. They did not mean to speak that way, but their fear, their anxiety of a couple of months takes over and they react. So, if I am the one who's coughed, I should have compassion. Understand.
Mm,
I understand that your reaction is coming out of fear. It's nothing personal. It's not about me. It's about the fear that has accumulated in your mind for so many months. So I understand you. So I will not get hurt with that reaction. I will not
mm,
feel rejected by that reaction. It's like, okay, I understand so much of has happened and we've gone through so much. So I understand you're scared, and so that's why you are reacting. On the other hand, the other person, the people around me, if I cough, immediately we need to create a thought. Everything is perfect. They are healthy. They are safe. I am healthy. I am safe. We have a choice what to think. Instead of thinking, oh, what if they have it? If they have it, then even I have got it. If I have got it, then my family would have got it. It's always a choice whether to create these four thoughts or to create the other four thoughts. Keep your distance, wash your hands, use the mask, but don't create the thoughts, oh, what if they are positive? Then I have got it. And if I've got it, then these people are. These thoughts are not necessary. So you wash your hand, wear the mask, and create a thought. They are healthy, they are safe, I am healthy, I am safe. For a few days, if we create those thoughts, then that will become the normal way of thinking for the mind. And it will never create panic thoughts in a situation like that. It's just about training the mind to think right.
yes. Sister, this is
It's like
reminding
it's
me,
like it's like many of us bless people when they sneeze, right?
yes, yes, initially,
Yes.
initially we used to say that, bless
So
you. Yeah,
yeah, so now we just continue doing that. That's
okay.
all. It's going to be just like that. Just create a thought. You're perfect. You're healthy. God's blessings with you. Finished.
Yes, yes, yes.
It'll become very normal, very, very normal if that's inside here as a belief system and a practice before the situation comes.
So, what I understand, sister, is you are saying the power of manifestation, right? Or the law of attraction. What we create right now will come to us. We are attracting it, which I strongly
Very
believe in it because I have over
right.
and over again tried it, tested, and it has worked wonders for me. And even when I share
Right.
it with my children, when they tell me about their work or colleagues, and I always tell them, manifest, manifest. And they're like, oh, there goes our mother, with her lecture. But yes, power of manifestation. So, would it help right now for us to manifest a bright and a beautiful future? world
Yeah.
and our
We need
business
to
and
have,
the economy.
yes, yes. We need to create our affirmations right now. It's Sankalp Se Siddhi, thoughts manifest. So we need to create our right thoughts, which means I am a happy soul, I am a powerful being, I am a fearless being. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. My business is safe, and this year and in the next year, I'm going to do business which I've never done before. It's going to be better than my previous years. And keep a figure for yourself what you want it to be. Instead of thinking and talking about, having to ask people to leave or having to reduce their salaries, say, I'm going to be hiring more people this year because my
Mm,
business is going to grow so much. I will need to hire people. I will be increasing people's salaries this year. It's a choice what you want to think and talk. Because what we think and talk influences our destiny. And then, most important affirmation, God's blessings and powers is a circle of energy around me. So visualize a white light circle around you, around your family, around the country, around the globe. And one thought, this is my protection shield. Nothing, absolutely nothing can enter into this circle. And do that circle many, many times during the day. So, affirmation for your feelings, affirmation for your health, affirmation for your business, and affirmation for your protection and protection of family, country, and world. And if we do that about 10 to 15 times in the day, we would need to repeat and visualize that at least 10 to 15 times in a day, which means first thing in the morning, last thing before going to sleep, every 1 or 2 hours for a minute, and specifically when we eat or drink water, tea, coffee. We
mm,
need to pause, energize our meals and water, pray, and say our affirmation. Because what the vibration of food and water has a direct effect on the mind.
mm.
And right now, the food and water would be carrying energy of vibrations of fear and anxiety because it's in the air.
Yes.
So do not eat or drink without pausing for 10 seconds to energize the food and the water with your affirmation and prayers. That's very, very important for a calm mind right now.
Sister, you have this virtue of explaining with such ease and clarity. It just makes us feel so uplifted. This is what Jakarta has been waiting to hear from you today. And whatever you shared today has been very, very useful. And definitely, I'm sure not only me, but the audience, which is there together with us today, will start practicing meditation. And
And I'm
the,
sure you can have an online meditation course for everybody there.
okay,
Since we cannot come to the center to do the meditation course, in India, we have started that at most of our centers. So we do an online meditation course for 6 days.
yeah,
And really, everybody, whoever we ask, is willing to do the course right now.
yeah,
Anybody. So everyone's just calling up their friends, family, relatives, and asking them, do you want to do this course? And everybody's saying yes. Everybody. Haven't got a single no from anyone. Simply because they want to calm their minds, and second, because they have the liberty to do it because of time.
yes.
So both the factors are really very important for us right now. So we should do the online meditation course in Jakarta.
Yes, indeed. That's a very good point. Jakarta, Bali, and Surabaya. We have
Yes,
centers.
everyone.
So definitely, I'm sure the sisters or instruments are watching us online today. So this is a good inspiration that you have given that to start meditation online courses. Sister,
And online courses have no boundaries of space, city, time, country. So the whole of Indonesia, everybody who wants to do it can log in and start doing the online course. So
yes.
even where there are no centers, they can also start.
Yes, yes, yes. That's a good point. Sister, given your expertise in meditation and helping people find their inner peace, I would really appreciate if you could give us a short guided meditation before we end today's session. I would suggest
Sure.
that each one of us who are online right now and who wish to join us to be as quiet and peaceful in a very peaceful environment. Sit relaxed so that sister can start the commentary.
And also, I will send you a little 5 minute short meditation for the affirmations for this time, and you can share it with everybody.
Thank you, sister.
A
That
little
would be
on your WhatsApp,
amazing.
I'll send it to you.
Yes, that would
Sure.
be amazing. Thank you.
Just breathe in and breathe out 3 times and relax your body. I am the master of this body, the creator of every thought, word, behavior. I am the creator. I am a divine being. My every thought is pure, and my every word is a blessing. I think and speak only high vibration vocabulary. I am a divine being. I am a powerful being, untouched by the energy of situations and people around me. I vibrate at the highest frequency. I am fearless. I have faith in God, in my karma, and my destiny. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. God's power and blessings is a circle of white light around me. Please create this circle around you. God's power and blessings is a circle of white light around me. I'm protected by God's energy. Nothing, nothing can enter into this circle. I'm safe and secure. God's power is a circle around my family. God's powers is a circle around my country. God's power is a circle of white light around the planet. The world is safe. That thing which has come into the world, it's over, finished, gone to never come again. My business, my job is safe. Success is certain for me. This is a new beginning to a new way of thinking, to a new way of living, to creating a beautiful new world. It's a new beginning. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. That was very, very soothing, very nice, very uplifting. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, sister. It has been a pleasure to have you here with us once again and reassuring us with your words. This was really illuminating. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Om
you so much.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.